Hello everyone, welcome to another series of weekly current affair quiz. Let's begin today's quiz. First question is, where was the first ever Earth Hour observed in 2007? India, UK, Australia or Canada? The correct answer is option C, Australia. Earth Hour is a worldwide movement organized by the World Wildlife Fund, that is WWF. It encourages individuals, communities and businesses to turn off non-essential electric lights for 1 hour. It is observed from 8:30 pm to 9:30 pm on the last Saturday of March as a symbol of commitment to the planet. It was first started in Sydney, Australia in 2007 and has since gained popularity and momentum. Next question is, who initiated the celebration of World Theatre Day? United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, International Theatre Institute, Film and Television Institute of India or International Federation for Theatre Research? The correct answer is option B, International Theatre Institute or ITI. March 27 is commemorated as World Theatre Day or International Theatre Day around the world. World Theatre Day was created by the International Theatre Institute or ITI. The day was celebrated for the first time on 27 March 1962, the date of the opening of the Theatre of Nations season in Paris. Next question is, the annual bilateral maritime exercise CONCON was held between the Indian Navy and dash. Royal Navy, French Navy, Australian Navy or none of the above. The correct answer is option A, Royal Navy. The annual bilateral maritime exercise between the Indian Navy and the Royal Navy exercise CONCON was held from 20 to 22nd March 2023. The exercise was conducted off the Konkan coast in the Arabian Sea. The objective of the exercise was to enhance interoperability and imbibe best practices. Next question is, which Utsav will be held in Assam's Kaziranga National Park as part of the celebrations of the successful completion of 30 years of Project Elephant? Elephant Utsav, Hathi Utsav, Matang Utsav or Gaj Utsav? The correct answer is option D, Gaj Utsav. President Murmu will inaugurate a 2-day Gaj Utsav on April 7 in Assam's Kaziranga National Park. This Utsav will be held as part of the celebrations of the successful completion of 30 years of Project Elephant. Gaj Utsav 2023 celebrations aim at rejoicing the nature-culture relationship in India. Next question is, who among the following won the WPL 2023 Super Striker of the Season title? Meg Lanning, Sophie Devine, Halle Matthews or Yastika Bhatia? The correct answer is option B, Sophie Devine. Recently, the maiden edition of the Women's Premier League came to a thrilling end. Mumbai Indians have won the inaugural season of the Women's Premier League. Sophie Devine won the WPL 2023 Super Striker of the Season title. Next question is, who won the gold in the 50 kg category at the IBA Women's World Boxing Championship in New Delhi? Lovlina Borgohain, Sarita Devi, Sweetie Bura or Nikhat Zareen? The correct answer is option D, Nikhat Zareen. Recently, Lovlina Borgohain added 4th gold to India's tally at the IBA Women's World Boxing Championship in New Delhi. While Nikhat Zareen won the gold in the 50 kg category, Lovlina Borgohain clinched the yellow medal in the 75 kg category. Earlier, Indian pugilists Nitu Ganghas 48 kg and Sweetie Bura 81 kg also won gold in their respective categories. Next question is, recently National Aluminium Company Limited or NALCO developed a bauxite certified reference material or CRM in joint collaboration with which of the following? Babha Atomic Research Center, Indira Gandhi Center for Atomic Research, Raja Ramanna Center for Advanced Technology or Variable Energy Cyclotron Center? The correct answer is option A, Babha Atomic Research Center, that is BARC. Recently, National Aluminium Company Limited has successfully developed a bauxite CRM naming as BARC 1201. This is the first of its kind CRM in India and 5th in the world. This bauxite CRM has been developed in joint collaboration with Babha Atomic Research Center or BARC. Next question is, as per the recent decision by the center, AFSPA will now be restricted to how many districts of Assam? 6, 8, 5 or 9? The correct answer is option B, 8. Recently, the center decided to further reduce the jurisdiction of disturbed areas under the Armed Forces Special Powers Act 1958 or AFSPA in Assam, Nagaland and Manipur. With the latest decision starting April 1st, the disturbed areas notification will be lifted from one more district in Assam, 4 more police stations in Manipur, and 3 more police stations in Nagaland. This means that AFSPA will now be restricted to only 8 districts of Assam. Next question is, consider the following statements with reference to the eShram portal. 1. It was launched on 26 August 2021. 2. A total of 28.65 crore workers have been registered so far under the portal. Which of the following statement or statements is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Recently, the meeting of the Parliamentary Consultative Committee of the Members of Parliament for the Ministry of Labour and Employment was held in New Delhi. The members were apprised that the Ministry of Labour and Employment had launched eShram portal on 26 August 2021 for the creation of a national database of unorganized workers. Under the eShram portal, a total of 28.65 crore workers have been registered so far, out of which 2.60 crores are building and other constructions workers or BOCW. Next question is, Land of Kings or Land of Kingdom is India's largest state by area. The state is located in the northwest part of the country and is the home of cultural diversity. Which of the following state of India has been described in the lines given above? Gujarat, Rajasthan, Odisha, or Uttar Pradesh? The correct answer is option B, Rajasthan. March 30 is celebrated across the state to mark the formation of the state of Rajasthan. It is the foundation day of Rajasthan and marks the formation of the state. Rajasthan, Land of Kings or Land of Kingdom, is India's largest state by area. The state is located in the northwest part of the country and is a home of cultural diversity. Next question is, World Autism Awareness Day is observed annually on which date? April 1, 2, 3 or 4? The correct answer is option B, April 2. World Autism Awareness Day is observed annually on 2nd April by the member states of the United Nations. The day is observed to raise awareness among its citizens about people with autism spectrum disorder throughout the world. Autism or autism spectrum disorder refers to a broad range of conditions characterized by challenges with social skills, repetitive behaviors, speech, and non-verbal communication. Next question is, what is the tenure of the Mahila Samman Savings Certificate Scheme that was introduced in Budget 2023 for female investors? 1 year, 5 years, 2 years or 10 years? The correct answer is option C, 2 years. The Mahila Samman Savings Certificate Scheme was introduced in Budget 2023 for female investors. This will offer a deposit facility of up to Rs 2 lakh in the name of women or girls for a tenure of 2 years at a fixed interest rate of 7.5% with a partial withdrawal option. Next question is, which of the following programs was launched in 2017 to improve the quality of care for mothers and newborns during the intrapartum and immediate postpartum periods? Lakshya, Target, Care or Health? The correct answer is option A, Lakshya. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare launched an ambitious program Lakshya on 11th December 2017. The program is aimed at improving the quality of care for mothers and newborns during the intrapartum and immediate postpartum periods. A total of 283 obstetric high dependency units, intensive care units, have been approved in high caseload tertiary care facilities across the country. Next question is, which of the following statement or statements is or are correct with reference to passing out parade of Agniveers conducted recently? 1. It was the first batch of Agniveers. 2. It was conducted at INS Chilka. Options are 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2 or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. The passing out parade or POP of the first batch of Agniveers was conducted at INS Chilka recently. This batch includes 2600 Agniveers, including 273 women Agniveers undergoing training at Chilka. Traditionally, POPs have been conducted in the morning hours. However, this historic POP was conducted post-sunset, a first of its kind in the Indian Armed Forces. Next question is, how much prize money will be provided to the successful candidate for Quantum Hackathon 2023? Rupees 5 lakh, 10 lakh, 15 lakh or 20 lakh? The correct answer is option B, Rupees 10 lakh. Recently, the Department of Telecom organized first International Quantum Communication Conclave on 27-28 March 2023 at Vigyan Bhavan, New Delhi. The Quantum Hackathon 2023 was also announced by the Minister for Communications. Successful hackathon applicants will be provided with a prize of Rs 10 lakh for each break in the QKD systems. Next question is the PPI fees to be levied on transactions above rupees 2000 on UPI will result in an interchange at how much percentage of the transaction value? 4.1%, 2.1%, 1.9% or 1.1%. The correct answer is option D, 1.1%. In the recent circular, MPCI suggested prepaid payment instruments fees on merchant transactions on Unified Payments Interface. The PPI fees would be levied on transactions above rupees 2000 on UPI. It will result in an interchange at 1.1% of the transaction value. Next question is the Odisha Foundation Day is also known as Utkal Divas, Utkar Divas, Utshakt Divas or none of the above. The correct answer is option A, Utkal Divas. Utkal Divas, also known as Utkal Divas, is a day that holds immense significance for the people of Odisha. The day is celebrated on April 1st every year to remember the formation of the Odisha state after a struggle to be recognized as an independent state. The day is also known as Odisha Foundation Day and Vishuv Milan. Next question is, the New India Literacy Program aims to cover non-literates in which age group? 15 years and above, 10 to 15 years, 30 years and above or 60 years and above. The correct answer is option A, 15 years and above. The government has launched a new centrally sponsored scheme, namely the New India Literacy Program. The scheme is launched for implementation during 5 years from financial years 2022-23 to 2026-27. The scheme aims to cover a target of 5 crore non-literates in the age group of 15 years and above. Next question is, what is the theme of the first ever International Day of Zero Waste? Circularity and garbage-free cities for practices of minimizing and managing waste, achieving sustainable and environmentally sound practices of minimizing and managing waste, behavioral change program in sanitation for garbage-free cities, or promote sustainable consumption and minimize waste. The correct answer is option B, achieving sustainable and environmentally sound practices of minimizing and managing waste. March 30 marked the first ever International Day of Zero Waste. The Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs organized Swachhotsav, International Day of Zero Waste, rally for garbage-free cities in New Delhi. The theme this year is achieving sustainable and environmentally sound practices of minimizing and managing waste. Last question is, which of the following statement or statements is or are correct with reference to Dr. Anandi Gopal Joshi? She was the first Indian woman to study Western medicine. She secured a degree in medicine when she was 23 years, both A and B or neither A nor B. The correct answer is option A. She was the first Indian woman to study Western medicine. Anandi Gopal Joshi was born in Maharashtra on March 31, 1865. She secured a degree in medicine when she was 21 years from the Women's Medical College of Pennsylvania, now known as Drexel University College of Medicine. With this, she became India's first woman to go abroad to study Western medicine. So that's all for today. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.